Hey, how's it going? Matt Parr here. So in this video, I'm going to be going over my YouTube journey and kind of breaking it down. Hopefully it can inspire you if you're out there watching and you're thinking about doing YouTube. So I actually recently posted this on Instagram right here, going over my YouTube journey. And in 2013, it all started when I was a completely broke high school student who hated school. And that's no understatement. Like, you can ask anybody who was with me at the time in high school or my parents. I hated school. I dreaded waking up every morning. I dreaded going to school. I dreaded hearing that alarm clock. I didn't like being forced to work on stuff that I really didn't feel was benefiting me in the long term. Now, there were some good things about school, you know. It was great to see my friends and stuff like that. But all in all, I really didn't care for spending so many countless hours on homework and classes that I really didn't see a value in. And that's not to bash school whatsoever. I think school's great for a lot of people, and for a lot of professions, it's mandatory to pursue higher education and go to college, for example, if you wanted to be a doctor. But it just wasn't for me. And leave a comment on this video if you're that way as well, if you hated going to school. Then that brings us into 2014 when I started my first serious YouTube channel. Now, this actually wasn't my first YouTube channel. Prior to this, I did have YouTube channels that I would upload videos on. For example, I would just upload videos of like me fooling around with my friends, doing backyard stunts and like doing gaming videos and stuff like that. So I did have YouTube channels, but it wasn't really anything serious. I wasn't actually doing it with the intention of actually building a big business or anything like that. And even when I started in 2014, I didn't really have the intention to build like a giant business, but I knew I wanted to do it. I saw people out there doing YouTube. I knew they were making money from it. I really didn't know how. I didn't understand that whatsoever, but I went in, I made a YouTube channel, and this was the first one I was taking seriously. This was a faceless channel. It still runs today. And I never showed my face on this channel once. It produced videos like top 5 videos, top 10 videos, and stuff like that. Now, I don't give out my exact channel name, so there's not like a million carbon copies. And there's some other reasons for that as well, which I'll be getting into in another video. But that was the first channel I started seriously. And within a few months, uploading a ton of videos, recording voiceovers with my crappy phone, with my high-pitched voice, editing it together on my laptop, I had a video get over 100,000 views, which was huge to me. I told everybody on my school bus that day. It was huge. And again, I didn't make any money from that. I just thought it was awesome. You know, I got 100,000 views. It's kind of like a video game, right? You just see a bunch of views coming. You don't really internalize, like, that's 100,000 people. Like, that's a lot of people actually in the real world who just saw that video. And I didn't even make any money from it. I didn't understand how until towards the end of 2014. I learned about the YouTube partner program, monetizing via ads. There's a lot better ways to monetize than just ads, by the way. But I learned about that and I put ads on my videos. At this point, my channel was getting quite a bit of views per month, so it's not like it monetized from the get and I was making this much. But over the next few months, I was making around $3,000 a month as a teenager in high school, and that was a lot to me, as I'm sure anybody in high school would be happy with that kind of money, unless you were just born into like millions of dollars or something like that. So I was really happy with it. And in 2016, as if things couldn't get any better, I had my first video get over 1 million views. That was absolutely groundbreaking, mind-blowing. I had that goal for so long, you know. I had friends in high school who would tell me like, okay, so you had a video do pretty decent, but come to me once you have a video that gets 1 million views. And I always had that number in my head, right? I have to get a video with 1 million views. And I finally achieved that in 2016 after a lot of trial and error, optimizing on what's working, cutting out what's not working, taking notes on it along the way. I learned a ton throughout this entire process, kind of putting school on a back burner as well, much to my teachers and my parents' dismay. But I really saw potential in this. I was making money from it too at this point. I really saw the potential in YouTube of really taking it to the next level. And that brings us into 2017. One of my channels hit 100,000 subscribers. And that was a huge milestone because when you hit 100K subscribers, I don't know if you know this, but you get a silver play button from YouTube, which is essentially a little plaque that you get that you can put up in your office. As you can see, I have a bunch of silver play buttons right there. They're super cool. I love that YouTube does that. YouTube also gives this gold play button when channels hit over 1 million subscribers, and I achieved that a few years later. But I was super pumped to have a channel get 100K subs. That was a huge goal for me as well when I was doing YouTube. And then that brings us into 2018 when I hired a team and scaled to running multiple different YouTube channels. And at this point, I was making 100 grand a year, which is incredible for a high schooler, right? But the downside of this was that all my time was taking up making these videos myself. I was sitting behind a computer just all day, you know. Every second that I was out of school, I was just working on this. Sometimes even in school. I remember my family had satellite internet at the time, and I don't know if you're familiar with that, but essentially with satellite internet, you only get so many gigabytes of data that you can upload or download per month. and I was uploading a lot of videos, so I couldn't upload that many videos. I had to actually like get up in the middle of the night sometimes when we had unlimited data to upload some videos, or I bring it to school on a hard drive. I go to the library in between classes, start the video uploading, shut off the monitor at the library, go back to class, and then come back and hope and pray that like a librarian didn't see it or something like that. And I was uploading videos from school too, so I really wanted this to work, and that's really funny looking back at all this stuff. But 2018 is really where it got taken to the next level, because I hired a team to start doing the voiceovers for me, start doing the script writing. I kind of removed myself from a few of the channels that I was running at this point, and then I really scaled to starting to run multiple different YouTube channels, and that's where everything blew up in 2019. I was making 200 grand a year, coming straight out of high school, making $200,000 a year. I thought I had it all figured out, but there was so much more on the table, so much potential that I was leaving out. I didn't understand how to monetize with digital products, with selling courses, with affiliate products, and that's where it really got taken to the next level with my personal brand, and that's when I started my personal channel called Make Money Matt. And on my personal channel, I taught other people with what I was doing with running faceless niche channels where I didn't even show my face. It's a really unique way of doing YouTube. And with my personal channel and my 8 other niche channels, I've been able to scale to the point of running 9 channels total. And today, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but my businesses do over $100,000 a month in revenue. And a few months ago, we did over $200,000 in a single month in revenue from my businesses, over $100,000 profit. It's absolutely crazy, and I don't even feel like I'm scratching the surface right here. I know it's possible to get to $1 million a month, which is my current goal right now. I know a few people who have businesses that do over $1 million a month, so that's my next goal right now, and I'll update you guys once we get closer to reaching that goal, or once we do reach that goal. Super excited for that, super grateful for where I'm at in my life, and I'm super grateful to have you watching this video right here. So the point of this video is not to brag about any of these numbers or to show that I have everything in my life figured out. I don't, but I've learned a lot about YouTube, and I've learned a lot about online business, and if you want me to help you with that, I've got a completely free training when it comes to YouTube that you can check out at the link below. I also have a course called Tube Mastery and Monetization 2.0 that walks through all of this. If you're running faceless channels or personal channels, I go over all that within Tube Mastery. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out. And I hope you got something from this video. If nothing else, inspiration to know this is possible. If you're out there and you're a kid watching this, just know it really is possible to build an online business if that's what you want to do. And if you want to do something else, that's totally fine as well. So do what you want to do. I hope you got something from this video. Now, if you want to discover a step-by-step way for making money on YouTube without making videos, check out this video right here. It'll walk you through exactly how to do it step by step. It's a complete guide for doing this. So check out this video right here. Hope you got value from this. My name is Matt Parr, and I'll see you next time.